Today we are going to look at what is machine learning, artificial intelligence, and so on. Now, before we get into the crux of it, let me talk about some examples from e-commerce, social media companies like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram relies heavily on machine learning algorithms. Have you ever wondered that whenever you go to an e-commerce site, then it recommends you a product which you had previously bought? That is machine learning for you. It's not that somebody is sitting down there and tracking you and trying to recommend you products. Now, when it comes to on site merchandising, product recommendations are one of the most powerful forms of marketing. Current product recommendation solutions usually analyze the popularity of a product to determine when and how to make a recommendation. Machine learning, on the other hand, will tap into more precise and individual data such as shopper specific buying habits, the colors of or looks they prefer, and the type of budget they may have to play with. Going one step further, a machine learning solution can prioritize the product recommendations that are likely to bring in the most revenue or generate incremental sales. Now, coming on to social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook. Now, from what tweets to recommend to fighting inappropriate or racist content, Twitter has begun to use artificial intelligence behind the scenes to enhance their product. They process lots of data through deep neural network to learn over time and what user preferences are. Now, deep learning is also helping Facebook draw value from a larger portion of its unstructured data sets created by almost 2 billion people updating their statuses 293,000 times per minute. Most of its deep learning technology is built on the Torch platform that focuses on deep learning technologies and neural networks. Now, don't get bogged down by these terminologies. We'll try and get into all of it in the future videos. Instagram also uses big data and artificial intelligence to target advertising and fight cyberbullying and delete offensive comments. As the amount of content grows in the platform, artificial intelligence is critical to be able to show users of the platform information they might like, fight spam, and enhance the user experience. Now, let's get into the formal definition and try and attempt to define what is machine learning. As a very brief definition, machine learning is the subfield of AI that gives computers a capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Now, artificial intelligence is the science of making machines that achieve human level performance on specific tasks that require imitation of cognitive process of the humans. For example, face recognition, speech recognition, chatbots that are trying to sell something, and so on. Machine learning is the subfield of AI that focuses on algorithms that teaches computers to perform a task starting directly from data rather than being explicitly programmed for the task. Now, data mining uses machine learning techniques to find actionable pattern in data. Data science is the name of new emergent profession for folks that apply statistics and machine learning to help monetizing information and data. So we see that machine learning is the core of everything. Now let's try to see intuitively machine learning versus traditional programming. So we are going to look at how a machine learning solution differs from a programmatically solution. Now, in traditional programming, you write a program and program takes data as input and it produces output. For example, you write a program to multiply two numbers. So when you supply your program with the two numbers such as 2 and 4, then it gives you 8 as output. Now coming on to machine learning, in machine learning you are feeding in data as well as examples of output, and you are getting a program or a model as output with which some task can be performed without being explicitly programmed. Let's look at formal definition of machine learning now, try and become more formal. We have seen some the differences between traditional programming and how and machine learning. Let's try and define it formally. Now, before we do that, let's look at what is learning. So the learning is it is the ability to improve behavior based on experience. So it is about building computer systems that automatically improve with experience. Let's look at what are fundamental laws that govern learning processes. Now, machine learning explores algorithms that learns from data, builds model from data, and this model can be used for different tasks. For example, model can be used for prediction, decision making, or solving tasks. Now, before we cut short and end this video, let's look at very popular formal definition by Michel. So Michel's machine learning. Now the definition goes like this. A computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P, if its performance at task in T as measured by P improves with experience E. Don't let the definition of the terms scare you off. This is a very useful formalism. We can use this formalism as a template and put E, T, and P at the top of the columns in a table and list out complex problems with less ambiguity. It could be used as a design tool to help us think clearly about what data to collect, that is your experience E, what decisions the software needs to make, that is your performance task T, and how we will evaluate its result, that is its performance P. This is very popular definition, so keep it in your back pocket. All right, so we have seen what is machine learning and its relationship with artificial intelligence and data science. In next video, we'll see different types of learning, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. And we will also see what is the meaning of training and testing data set. Thank you for watching.